Hello, my name is Brian Stacks. This is my week 2 project reflection video for Mobile Development Frameworks 2, Full Sail University. Sorry about my voice, I'm a little under the weather, but I'd like to go over some of the questions I need to do for the review. What did I do for my project? Well, this week we were entailed to use the Twitter API that we used last week, but this time get some different data. The friends, they wanted to get the last 20 friends or 20 most recent friends and their profile picture. Display that in the collection view. A collection view that had a UI image, a label, and a detail view. Also had your close button. But we were supposed to have 2 rows of friends, and when you click it, it would come to a bigger screen with a bigger picture. It's still their username. I'll go ahead and run the project real quick on my simulator here, where everybody can see it. And then after this comes up and runs, I'll run you through some of the code real quick. Oops. Let's see what we got here. That's what it was. I was having auto layout issues I'm still going to be working on before I turn it in, but as you can see, I started my app. Matter of fact, let me just stop it and go back at it again. Sorry about that, y'all. App pops up, the friends pop up, gives the name right below it, their little profile picture. Matthew, yeah, he's a pretty good app developer. As you can see, I can hit on his name, pops up his username, gives his pick. You hit close, you go right back to, you can pick another one, CJ Fogler. More developers, tech games. Yeah, I mean, exactly what it was supposed to do just for this week's assignment. Wasn't really that hard. As you can see, I got my storyboard out here. I just got a label here, a UI collection view, a custom cell with a label and a UI image view. In my detail view, I got my label up here, username and user picker static labels. This is the label that will take the username and transfer it to the detail view, and the UI image that also goes to the detail view. So let's jump into some of the code here. Well, we'll go to the H first. I am using my UI collection data source and delegate. My mutable array, the array that I want to get the data into, is declared right here, and a property of my UI collection view is declared my collection view. First, I had to import all my header files that I needed to import into this view. The first method we got here is the prepare for segue method. This is what's going to give all my detail view controller the data from the first view that slides over. That's all done right here. This little bit of block of code there. My next one is my view did load method. Ain't got much in here. I initiate my Twitter objects. Then I call my Twitter API call method. We'll go over it in just a second. This is code I don't need. Sorry about that. I was having a problem loading my data when it first come through, and I'll show you where I fixed that. But this is my Twitter API call method I was just calling. First, we created an instance of the account store from the frameworks. We get the Twitter account type. Type Twitter, identifier Twitter. Make sure it's valid. We need to get access. If it's granted, we do this. We get the in this array of dictionaries, is what I was having big problems with. I was treating it as an array, not a dictionary. But after we get our Twitter account, if it's not nil, oh, actually that wasn't where the dictionary was. The dictionary's down here. But we get our Twitter accounts. This is getting the current account that's signed into the phone. This is where we're gonna get our API data string, for the actual address of the API. Here we'll get a request, the data from the request screen. They authenticate the request. Then we perform the request. And if everything come back good, no errors, then we would go get our dictionary. We'd get a dictionary, an array of dictionaries with our data in it. I went and got my user key and got all the values that's in the users, which is where my user's friend's name was, and the profile picture. And here we got a loop to loop through the arrays. Here's a custom object. We got to get the data into the mutable array. And then, get rid of this too, sorry. If that comes back not nil, then we can just add that to the Twitter name, which would be our mutable array. And this little bit of code right here is actually how I got my data to load from it would reload it after it loaded once, it would reload it again here. This would give an alert if it did not give us access to their Twitter account. This is my Twitter custom object that I created over here, and it just gives some strings to catch the data, because that's what we're doing here. We're putting all this here, create post from array, then we're adding it to the Twitter name. This is the create post from array. So we do all that, and then we just add our data here. You can see I had some logs getting my data, and then we just return the Twitter data. Now we'll return the data to the app. This is a required method for the collection view to give the how many. These are to how you fill the cells. Then we just return a cell for our custom dynamic cells. This is my segue to segue back out of the first view. And then I have a custom cell. It has my image view, my name label. Then I made a method here to refresh the cell. It had a user image and a string, and then we just do self name label dot text equals to our user name here. And then self my image view dot image equals this image. Our custom object just has a string and an UI image, then username user string with a init method we created here with a screen name and a UI image. We just implement that there, copy all the data being passed back into it. And these are my labels, image view, and my custom object for my detail view. And here is my detail view, just calling it what it is, telling the name label.text to be equal to what my first view's name label was, is pretty much all that's saying. But what do I think I could have done better? Well, I worked all weekend on parsing data, my JSON data, so that's what I'll be working on, and what I'll be trying to practice on is just parsing data, breaking it down and through the dictionaries and arrays and the values. But this has been my week 2 reflection video. Thank you for watching.